Hi, this is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of Bird Box, a Netflix original movie that debuted, I think, around Christmas time. This movie stars Sandra Bullock, Trevante Rhodes, John Malkovich, Sarah Paulson's in this, Jackie Weaver. Okay, and it takes place it takes place in modern times, and basically a global phenomenon that happens. Something overseas. First, it starts off with something happening overseas with people committing mass suicide. All of a sudden the government is trying to figure out what exactly is going on, and then eventually it reaches stateside. And basically, this movie is about a group of survivors trying to survive this unknown phenomenon, which makes people start committing suicide, and which causes all kinds of accidents and stuff. And people are told to stay inside and not look outside because there's whatever this thing is that's affecting the whole world. If you go outside and you actually look at it, okay, it drives you crazy and makes you want to kill yourself. So Sandra Bullock is pregnant in this movie, and she happens to fall in with this group that's in this house trying to survive and trying to figure out exactly what's going on. And this movie is basically about her trying to survive this experience and all these different people that she meets. And this movie, I enjoyed this movie. This is supposedly based on a novel, which I haven't read, but I enjoyed it a lot. It's sort of a not an action movie, but it's a drama, and it's of course a horror movie with people killing themselves. And of course, in this movie, the people that are crazy, it doesn't affect them really. They in fact they want to make people that are sane actually look at this phenomenon, which drives them crazy and want to kill themselves. So the whole gist of this movie is these characters trying to survive. And so again, Sandra Bullock is the sort of the main character, Mallory, who's pregnant, about to give birth, and the people that she meets in the house, stuff like Trevante Rhodes, he plays Tom, kind of a war veteran that's in the house. And John Malkovich, he's like the sarcastic older gentleman that doesn't trust anybody. Okay, and Jackie Weaver is an older like grandmother figure in the house. Okay, and then you have assorted other characters in the house, and this movie is about them, trying to survive in this house and try to get supplies and survive in this house, and what they what they experience trying to survive this deadly thing that's affecting basically the whole world. And it sort of reminds me a little bit of A Quiet Place, except that in this movie you can talk as loud as you want. You just can't go outside and you can't look. You can go outside, but you can't look at whatever this thing is. Okay, and it's called Bird Box because literally the birds can sense when this thing is coming, so they actually keep birds around so that way they can know when this thing is coming. Okay, and they make sure that they have to after they go outside, they have to keep their eyes closed so they can't, experience it, because if you look at it, it makes you want to commit suicide. Okay, and that's just the movie of them trying to survive, and of course, Sandra Bullock being pregnant and all the stuff that goes on, and of course, there's interpersonal dramas between, that each person has. And I like this movie a lot. I know it's based on a movie, and I was reading some of the reviews of it, and some people, I guess, that read the book didn't like it. I guess for them, it'd have probably been better if it was like a miniseries, so that way everything that happened in the book could be played out. But when you get like a 2 hour, this movie's like 2 hours and like 15 minutes, I think, or something like that, 2 hours and 4 minutes, or whatever I think it is, something around that. It's over 2 hours. But of course, when you adapt a movie from a book, adapt a book to a movie, certain things you're gonna have to kind of cut out and give you kind of the Cliff Notes version, and change things around just so things can make sense and fit everything in that limited time frame. Like, if this was a miniseries, then I guess they could have played out things the way they were on the book. But I enjoyed this movie for what it is. I thought Sandra Bullock was really good as this, pregnant to be mother who doesn't have almost the best relationship with her parents and stuff, and she's a little sarcastic and stuff, and she's thrust into a situation where she has to survive with these other people. I thought she was Sandra Bullock did her usual dependable self. I like Trevante Rhodes, who played Tom. He's just the vet that's in the house that they kind of have a bond, her and him and Sandra Bullock's character. I liked him. He should definitely be Green Lantern. If they make a Green Lantern movie, he should be John Stewart. Trevante Rhodes has chemistry. He has really good charisma as an actor, and he definitely should be a bigger star because I think he's just that talented actor. Ever since I saw him in Moonlight, I think he's a really talented actor and stuff, and he really should be, I think, a superhero in a movie sometime, specifically John Stewart. And John Malkovich is his usual dependable self in this movie. I always like John Malkovich and everything he does. Sarah Paulson is not in this movie as much as you would like her character to be in this movie. So I don't want people to go into expecting her to be in this movie that long because she's not. And the other actors are good for what they have to do, with the limited. This mostly is, again, Sandra Bullock's driven movie, Okay, and I thought she did a really good job in this. So overall, I liked it a lot. I'm going to recommend it. Okay, I'm gonna give Bird Box again. Like I said, without having read the novel, so I'm just going on the movie for what it was. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it a lot, Bird Box. And I know it's been one of Netflix's highest rated movies and stuff. I liked it a lot. So again, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for me because I enjoyed it a lot. I like the characters and stuff. Sure, other things could have been fleshed out more, but I understand with the time frame, certain things are going to have to get cut out because you only have so much time to get everything in. Okay, and I did like the journey, and there's also like flashbacks and stuff, and so so they kind of jump around in the story and stuff. So you just have to pay attention, so but you can easily pay attention because you can tell the timeline when you're watching the movie. So that's not an issue for me. Again, I give it an 8 out of 10. Anyway, let me know what you think of Bird Box. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box, as well as a link to my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.